Look, I think you can sort of look at mandatory vaccination at a number of levels, and I think that it would be very difficult to implement it at national level because I think, practically speaking, you just wouldn't get coverage of all horses in the Australian horse population.
They are bringing in compulsory vaccination in that, you know, if you want to attend our event, you have to have a vaccinated horse, and that kind of thing will gradually increase over time.
Particularly in places like Queensland, which is at the very centre of the Hendra challenge that we face.
It's a no-brainer for me that if I was an event organiser running an event in New South Wales or Queensland, I would be mandating vaccination for those horses.
It's a hot button topic. People, as soon as you say something's going to be mandatory, there's always a group of people who say, count me out.
Look, I think one of the challenges around mandating anything is the perception that this is going to be an added cost. I think what one's got to realise is that we're talking about the public health safety.
Where horses are mixing together closely in stables, where they're staying overnight and they're in close proximity to people, we have our riders and owners sleep in horse trucks. That's a very high biosecurity risk.
It's also in the interest of veterinarians when they're called out to make sure that they too are protected, because very often this disease will present itself not unlike a colic or something of that nature.
It's still a big risk for veterinarians that go and treat horses. It's foremost in our minds.
The vets play a huge part in the racing industry because they're the ones that are ensuring that, you know, there are horses that are healthy and fit and able to participate in race meetings.
Veterinarians don't want to have to deal with that. We will do, and we may be called to do that. I wouldn't have to deal with the stress of that disease, you know, affecting other horses in the stable complex or in the float parking area, and I wouldn't want to live with the legal and the other occupational health and safety issues that are raised by the spread of this disease.
It's concerning that people in the horse industry, veterinarians looking at sick horses, if the further you get down south, start to think, oh, we don't have Hendra here. Well, we really do have Hendra here. It's just not in the horses at the moment.